after that incident that happened, I actually discovered myself a little bit because one, I was very, very small. I was very thin. Uh, my hair was white, and I had one other issue, a major issue that to the day I pass, I'll never forget. I was a stutter. When I got nervous, I could not get my point across, and it was terrible because children, especially, made fun of me and would get in my face and do all the stuff that I could not do, they would do, and that was tough on me. But I learned from that, and I taught myself about the stuttering. I had a great teacher from church work with me and told me how to make my words sound better and for me not to get so nervous that I'm losing my train of thought. So that was a positive thing, the swamp location and the dogs and all that. At the time, I thought it was a horror film, but it worked out for me. And so as time went on, I worked with my speech. My older sister, Wanda, she worked with me constantly. Every time she came in from school, she'd work with me. And she would give me treats as a little prize if I did this right or that right. She gave me a little test, and it was great because she motivated me to do what I was doing the improvements I did. I owe so much to my older sister, all the way up to her passing not long ago. Uh, she was a person that knew me inside and out. She knew things that made me want to do better, and then she could see if I was coming down on myself too much. And also, I did not have a good relationship with my older brother and my younger brother. They were all about my father, and my father wanted nothing to do with me all the way up until he passed.
So there were three kids in the family altogether?
Three.
And so you had an older sister, an older brother, and a younger brother.
Yes.
Okay.
And while we did this, I realized I was starting to learn things and not let fright just take over my life because as a young boy and looking the way I did and knowing now it was just all part of life. So as I started getting older, in like the second grade, we moved to Columbus, Georgia, in the city. We had never been in a city to live, and so we had a big backyard that had a big fence, and my mom and my dad worked, and we had a nanny that would take care of my brothers. My sister didn't need to be taken care of, but she would come in and help take care of us until our parents got home. So that was a good positive reaction for me. And also, I was still having issues with kids I didn't know that would run up to me and wanted me to say certain words just to get at me and to let me know that I was not speaking right. And so I dealt with that. And then my younger brother he ran the household. He looked a lot like my dad as far as the thought pattern they did. And it was definitely not about school or something like that. It was my father owned a construction company, and my little brother could even use some of the tools. Of course, I never picked one up and didn't want to because they scared me. And so that relationship was really good for me in Columbus, Georgia. We went on an outing at one point, and my aunt and uncle lived in Columbus, Georgia also, and we all went on a big picnic, and we had never been that far out, but we did, and my younger brother was very, very demanding, even at that young age, and he was put down on a blanket, and either my mom, my father, or my aunt and uncle, somebody just missed the fact that he stood up and went going to the edge. And the edge is a huge drop off. He would have died if he'd went off. I saw him, I screamed, and I ran and grabbed him just as he got to the edge. I thought I was going to slide and take him and I both over, but I didn't. I rolled over, went rolling with him back towards where the blanket was. My father come up, grabbed me, wanted to know why I was doing that. When he saw it, he said it looked like I was the one trying to push him over. That was not the case at all, and nobody else thought that also. So when those situations came up, I saw and I knew, even at that young age, that I had my place in the family, and my place was last. But again, I'm not blaming anybody, it's just the way it was. And I knew it even then, to watch myself not just be one of the family, but be one of the family that tried not to get in trouble, because consequences on me was going to be stiffer and harder than the other ones.